Do you find that you are becoming nervous in matches when you receive the ball because you don't know what's around you? Well, in this video, I'm going to give you some ways that you can work and improve your vision in soccer. Hey, what's up guys? Dave here from SimplySoccer, where we work to improve your game and help you stand out on the pitch. And on this channel, we release daily tip, technique, and training videos in order to help you do just that. So if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe. So I'm sure you've experienced many moments in matches where you've received the ball, but you were not sure if someone was on your back or if you had the space to turn or do something else. Well, in this video, I'm going to give you some ideas and tips so that when you do receive the ball, you know what's behind you, you know if you can turn, you know if you should pass the ball back, and you generally know where everyone on the pitch is in that moment. Okay, so idea number one, and probably one of the most important ones, is use constant checks. For any of you who've watched Xavi when he was at Barcelona in his prime, you'll know that he was a master at dictating the tempo, at passing, and especially at being able to know everything that was around him, and we all knew him for having incredible vision and creativity as well. Now, why was he able to do all of this, and not only do it, but be one of the best in the world at it? Well, he always knew what was going on around him. Now, one of the ways he did this is he constantly, and I mean constantly, surveyed the field when he didn't have the ball. You see, one problem players have is they only turn on when they're about to receive the ball or when they have the ball, and they don't think about actually, being turned on and looking around when they don't have the ball. Every few seconds, yes, every few seconds, look up and take a look around over your shoulder, both shoulders, to make sure you know where everyone around you is. This is going to help you in many ways. This is going to allow you to know where your teammates are, where your opponents are, and where the space is. So you must be constantly alert of this at all times, and a good way to make sure you have a visual representation of the field at all times is to make sure you're always looking over your shoulders. You know what's in front of you and what's behind you. And if you're not constantly alert and you turn off for even a second, it can cost you. So next time you're playing, make sure you constantly pick up your head when you don't have the ball. You're looking around every few seconds so that you keep updating where everyone is on the pitch. Okay, so idea number two is relax. Now this might be a strange one, but it really is nervousness that sometimes really gets in the way of players having good vision. It causes us to act too quickly even when we have more time, and it causes us to not act quickly enough when we don't have time. Doing the constant checks that I went over in the first tip is going to help with this, because when you know where things are, you're a little more confident when you receive the ball. But relaxing is going to allow you to make better decisions. See, you can constantly check and know where everything is, and that will help your decision making. But if you are constantly checking and you're still nervous, you're still probably going to make poor decisions. Just remind yourself to relax and keep a cool head throughout the match. If you're getting worked up, just take a deep breath and remind yourself to relax. Number three is learn to assess and then act. So now that you have the first two down, which is to constantly check and to be relaxed, you're going to notice that you have a lot of options sometimes when you get the ball. This is where your decision making is going to come into play. So we need to work on allowing you to have the most opportunity to pick the right option most times. You need to learn how to quickly assess all of the options you have in a split second and then execute on the one you believe is the best option. Now this will, get better over time the more you practice this. And remember, practicing is really the best form of learning. You can acquire as much knowledge as possible, but if you don't actually implement it and act upon it, it's useless to you. But one of the good ways to learn how to acquire better vision is to see it in action, is to watch players who have great vision. So for example, watch old footage of Xavi and Pirlo and ask yourself, why did they do that instead of pick this other option when they do something good? Even better is after your matches, assess and analyze the match and ask yourself, in this one situation where I decided to pass it back, could I have maybe turned and played forward? In this other situation, was there a better option there? And when you start realizing all of these other options that were available to you, you'll become more aware of them in the actual match and be able to execute on them a little more quickly. Because when it comes to vision, it's not enough just to see where everything is. You also have to have the vision in order to select the best option available to you play by play. And it's the best players in the world who are good at decision making and are good and have really good vision that do this on a consistent basis. Players like Xavi and Pirlo, they always know what's around them, and they, more times than not, make the best decision for whatever situation they're in. Okay guys, so question of the day is, which one of these tips that we went over in this video do you need to work on the most? Let me know down in the comments. Alright, and thank you for watching the video. Be sure to share this video with a teammate who needs to work on their vision. Also, be sure to subscribe if you're new to Simply Soccer and to like this video. And remember, we release videos every day at 5 p.m., so make sure you come back tomorrow for a brand new video. Now, I'm going to put 2 videos up on the screen for you so you can continue learning. And remember, we are Simply Soccer, and we are helping you to improve your game and stand out on the pitch. I'll see you guys on the next video.